The change in seasons this year brought about change in my life. I've been thinking a lot about the times in our lives that require us to let go of who we've been so that we can build into who we're going to be. Some may say this is the trend of life in your 20s, but I wonder if the losing and finding of ourselves is something that we continue for all of our life, as we grow into each version of ourselves that is required to endure the riches and challenges we experience in our lifetime. I have been spending some time running in new places, finding new routes in the new city that I'm in. And every morning, I lace up my shoes, head out the door, and turn left to run right past a morning bus stop where a group of kids wait to be taken to school for the day. And every time I run past this very boisterous group of kids, I can't help but notice their excitement just bubbling out of them. An excitement for not any one thing in particular, but for what it is to just be. And I can't help but wonder, when do we lose this sense of wonder and excitement for life? We perceive feeling lost and without clear direction as a bad thing, but it's in the unknown and the uncertainty that we find our footing and illuminate the path forward. In all honesty, I'm not really sure why I'm here. Life has been pretty tough lately. And I don't want this to come across as complaining or anything, because I know there are people out there that have it way harder off than I do. So I don't want to step on anybody's toes. Just life can be difficult sometimes. I left a very unhealthy relationship a couple months ago. A relationship that I was in since I was 17. I'm happy I left, just the process of leaving has really been a journey. It's been a process of leaving one life behind and leaving one version of myself behind and literally starting over completely. I spent the last 8 years just always being extremely optimistic. And that's still who I am at my core, but I think a lot of that optimism was tied up in me being in fight or flight mode and almost in a fear of failing and in a fear of letting that relationship beat me down. This is kind of hard for me to talk about. So I don't know if I'm going to post this or not, but if I do, I hope this can help somebody out there that has experienced the same. I guess this is just life in your 20s. So yeah, I am learning to get to know myself again, learning to see the things that I pretty much kept hidden from myself for a very long time. And asking myself the one question of, what do I want? I've always been a very, very driven person, but after going through all of this, I realized a lot of my drive was tied up in that fight or flight mode. It was tied up in that need and want to have to prove myself. And now that I've found myself out of that, it's kind of hard to find my motivation again. So I'm kind of having to rebuild that as well. But I'm still optimistic. At least I try my best to. Because life truly is beautiful. And every hardship like this does always have a light at the end of the tunnel. And it's always trying to teach you something. At least that's what I keep telling myself. That's all you really can tell yourself when life gets really, really hard. So yeah, welcome to my journey. The next couple months are going to be difficult, but I know I'm going to be a completely different person come springtime, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. So I don't know. I don't even know what my point is right now, what I'm trying to get across. Just, I came here hoping that the universe or something would kind of help guide me in the direction to go, because I've been kind of feeling lost in the position that I'm in right now, not really knowing which direction to go, not really having the inspiration, like I said, that I used to have. So I think the past couple months have been a time of healing, and now is the time to really dig into myself and get to know myself and grow as an individual, no matter how hard that is. And I think one of the biggest things that we need to do when we're in our 20s is we need to do the things that absolutely scare us shitless. Because those are the things that it's kind of like is our purpose. Oh no, is it raining? Well, I listened to a podcast with Casey Neistat a while back, and he said something that really stuck with me. And that is to pursue poverty in your 20s. Because when you literally have nothing to lose, the upside of what could happen if you do take that risk with your career in your life is far greater than if it doesn't pan out. Because, okay, you take that risk, you make the jump, and say you fall flat on your butt. All right, you struggle for a while. You get on food stamps, couch surf, live dollar to dollar. But the thing is that life is not that bad. I've lived that life, and it's really not that bad. It's temporary, and you can climb out of that. But the regret that you will feel for never trusting your gut and making the leap, well, you can't climb out of that. That's something you have to live with. So, let me ask you, what's stopping you?